Alright, we're gonna do Infernal Hordes tier 8 farming today. What do I want to do is craft elixirs. Let's do 10. So I want to test to boost someone. Probably gonna wait for someone who... so I'm gonna test this real quick. Back here. My frozen orb and shit. I removed it to check some breakpoint. Looks good. So I want to try to boost someone in Infernal Hordes tier 8, but I will do this a little bit later. So somebody's gonna be happy. Gonna get free Infernal Hordes tier 8 boost today. But I have to put back the monster health bar to remember after this wave. It's so weird playing without health bars and my stuff because I turned it off to do some screenshots. So I have to put it back on. Really confusing me. So we wanna put back on play, right? This, we want that, we want that. So Soul Spires pulls foes inwards. Like if you really don't have anything good to choose, like you know, more monsters or something like that, I highly recommend choosing that. Because facing those Soul Spires is the worst thing you can do. So in the very beginning it doesn't really work, but later on they basically just die by themselves, and that's kind of important. Because the Soul Spires are just so annoying. If you have a good run and you spawn like a lot of Soul Spires, your whole run gets basically screwed by that. So this build is now like giga juice. I want to see how far I can push this, but I just need to redo some items. Right now my cooldown reduction is a little low. So I gotta fix that by redoing my Rasha ring. And I want to redo my Tyrael smite to have at least double damage reduction. And I should also, by the way, redo my Winterglass. Because at this point I could really hit double Conjuration Mastery in the beginning. But I might just buy a new one before I redo it. So I will farm like a couple of these, and everything of like they net around 150 million gold or something like that in Stygian stones. So that's actually a pretty good payoff. And again, I want to try to boost somebody. So if there's anybody in chat who wants to try to get boosted, Like, I just want to invite someone and see if I can actually do it, because I'm not sure. So, you'll get a free boost. So just let me know if you want to try. Because I think you can just die, basically. And I think you get all the Ether. So, basically, I want to know if you can actually get boosted through this. And then you get the rewards in the end. Because just for XP, like, this would be, like, way too expensive to boost someone. So yeah, if there's anybody in chat wants to try, I just invite you. You just go in the Infernal Hordes and you just die. You just chill on the ground and check if your pet basically can then later pick up all the Ether. You're welcome, bro. So is the chestplate so important? It just gives you like a buttload of survivability. So, and it gives good amounts of damage. So I guess it is kind of important if you want to really face tank these contents. So I can face tank tier 120 pit bosses and stuff like that without any problems, and just because of the armor. Wait, what? Yeah, I mean, you can do that after this. I guess you just gotta be level 100 and you have Infernal Hordes unlocked. I don't think you need anything else. I don't even think you need a key. I'm not sure about that though. You might need a key. We will see. But yeah, we can try. Again, worst case, you know, I'm not gonna be able to finish it, but I honestly don't think that's gonna be a huge issue. Because if that works, I can basically boost people for like, I don't know, 500 million a run or so. Maybe 300, somewhere around that. This is a bad run, by the way. So, I want to make like an Infernal Hordes guide, because I think the best strategy is to fish for Hellborns. So basically you enter Infernal Hordes and you check the first wave. And if you don't get Hellborns, you restart. But I'm not sure if that's worth it or not. So Hellborn in wave 5 is pretty late. Hellborn is like definitely the most important. You have ice shards shooting out? Did you choose the wrong enchantment? Did you choose ice shards enchantment instead of frozen orb enchantment? Because there's really no other way where there would be ice shards coming from. Right, let me just check something real quick here. Right. What do we have? Oh, you mean like the shards which are shooting out of me? This is like from Tyrael's Might. This is like the artillery shrine. It's not ice shards, it's like physical damage actually. Wait, the monsters still don't have health bars. It's so weird. Yeah, that's Tyrael's. It's not ice shards. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Fists of Fate is gonna be any good unless you are trying to build like a really top-end high-tier build. But, you know, you don't need to get any, like... I played this build until, like, I cleared Infernal Hordes tier 8 and I was using, like, gloves without greater affix. Like, literally, I just use regular gloves. Let me just check this again. Why I don't have monster health bars? Ah, always off. It's on, that's what I want. Okay, Hellborn. Hellborn is the best. Let's... Yes, there's my health bars. That makes more sense now. It depends a little bit. How good your attack speed and everything is. Like, I have upwards of 20 conjuration, so I don't need any mana regeneration at all. If you don't have good cooldown reduction, you don't get enough lightning spears out, you still need, like, mana regeneration, like base mana regeneration. At some point, you don't need it anymore. What do you mean? I just did Duriel rotations. Like, you have 25 Stygian stones, you just need, like, the summoning materials. And you just go to the Discord. Like the Diablo 4 Discord, and then you get a rotation for Uber Duriel. And then, well, technically, like, you need... It has, like, a 10% drop chance, so it's not so uncommon to actually drop Uber Uniques. And you basically get 3 Resplendent Sparks in the season, so you basically just need to drop 1 extra Uber Unique, so you can already craft one if you want. But I mean, it took me like 2 or 3 hours to farm like 6 Uber Uniques or something like that. Like, it actually goes pretty fast if you just find a group, since you don't have to run through the dungeon anymore and you can just resummon, it just goes so much faster. What did just happen? I don't know why I just died. That never happened to me. Wow. No, neither Incinerate or Meteor has been good any season. The best way to farm a Fractured Winterglass is go in Diablo and trade and buy one. Farming it is... I don't recommend target farming uniques at all. But if you really want, the blood drops mainly in Helltides. So just blast Helltides. Like the Blood Maiden drops it, and the Hellborns drop it, and sometimes the Commanders drop it. Goblins can drop it. Pretty much everything in Helltides drops like exquisite blood. Yeah, Diablo.trade is the website. Diablo.trade. So, just my recommendation, if you have the flame guy, like Celeb the Flame, focus him. Like, that guy, if you have that guy left in the very end, because that's the guy who is like literally evading you all the time, and that has like crazy attacks. Like he can insta-gip you. So I would always focus him. Because the rest is gonna run behind him and die anyway. But you don't want to have this guy in the very end. It's like really, really annoying. He does like mad stuff. Right. 518, 560 is actually okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Right. Let's open the juicy chest here. Right, so if you like unburned fire, if you give me like your battle tag, I will invite you, and you know, I try to boost you through this for free. Because I just want to see how it works, if it works. Right. I added you. Can you leave your party? So I have no clue how it works, right? I'm just gonna open one of these now. And you tell me if you can join it. So can you get in here? Yes. So basically can you just die and see after like 2 waves or something like that if you can pick up the Aethers or if they despawn? That's basically what I want to find out. So you can basically just die and, you know, lie on the ground. I mean, you can fight, I think. I don't know if we have like a shared health, a shared life or not. I'm honestly not sure. Okay, so the lives are not shared, so this is your own life. Again, just, you know, just lay on the ground and just tell me if you can pick up the materials later. You don't want to revive, because if you die 2 times, you basically cannot get in. So you can now just stay on the ground until the very end. This is definitely difficulty. So the difficulty is higher. I don't know if I can even make it without fixing my gear first. But we will see. Right, what do we get? Nice, Hellborn first round. So maybe it will despawn. Or maybe it doesn't even join, like, do they even spawn if you're dead? Like the red bubbles. Like, they definitely have double the HP. Okay, cool. So let's see. Let's see if it works. I mean, there's a chance that they just don't despawn at all. Which way unique would you get first? Starless Skies or Shako? Depends. I guess it depends a little bit. What is this? I guess it depends if you have good cooldown reduction. Like if you have a good Rasha ring with crits on cooldown reduction, and if you have a focus with cooldown reduction, I would probably go for Starless Skies. If you don't really have good cooldown reduction, I would probably go for Shako first. Yeah, I mean, let's just see if they are there at the end. Because, you know, if they might just be starting to despawn, like in the middle of the run. Like, the Fiends are, like, a little bit difficult. Because you want to take them out fast, because they are basically the only ones which actually do damage. And now they have, like, double the hit points or 50% more. I don't know what the scaling is with 2 players. Yeah, it scales up, but I don't know. But so just the hit points scale up, not the damage. But I don't know how by what percentage. But I think it's 50% per player. I mean, so far, like the Hellborns and everything are usually no problem. It's just the Fiends. And you never want to do the Lords in tier 8. I mean, you can do it, but it's absolutely stupid. Like, you would never spawn the Lords. They just have way too much HP. Like, maybe if you have like a super giga Chad Barb, Bleed Barb, whatever, who destroys everything. Yeah. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. These are all bullshit, but this is the best one. So if you collect it all, you get like 700 Nice Iron or something like that. You get probably like 2 or 3 Stygian stones. And you will also... Or you can open the chest and you will get probably like 300 million gold or something like that. I would not recommend opening the loot chest. I would rather get the gold. The problem with the loot chest is it drops so much bullshit. And you would have to like go to town, or you have to clean your entire stash or something like that. So I really do not recommend that. Usually if you get the material chest, you get... wow. A way suppressor, please. So usually if you get this material chest, you can just get the, what's it called? The Stygian stones, and I basically just sell them on Diablo.trade for like 30 million each. So that's actually a pretty good cash flow there. Alright. More Hellborns. Okay, they're despawning. So you probably get half of it then. Like the second half, I would say, you probably get. If they start despawning now. I mean, you can revive once now and pick them up, right? Or you can revive after the 5th wave, basically. So wait until this wave is over, then you revive and you pick them up. Alright, now you revive, pick them up. Alright. And now you can just die one more time, basically. Well, I mean, it's kind of dangerous because I have 0 lives now, so... so the lives are shared. So just hope I don't die. Well, actually, I have 1 revive. I don't even know what would happen if I die now. Because then you couldn't revive in the end, and you couldn't get the loot. Or maybe you get auto-revived if I kill the boss. I don't know. So, yeah, I won't die, don't worry. But, just stay dead, and I want to know if you get auto-revived if I beat the boss. Because then you would actually have a second life. Right, what do we have? Yeah, I mean, that's half of what I have. But, so you're probably missing, like, a couple of hundred. Not sure, because you had some despawning, so maybe you just gotta revive a little earlier and pick them up. We will see. Because you can definitely revive before the bosses, I would say. That was close. I mean, I have to get, like, if I want to boost people, I have to get, like, a shitload of extra damage reduction, so I can let them basically revive 2 times, and I don't have to worry about dying, right? So... This is, like, garbage. But, I mean, still, it's, like, 600 already. So I have 600. But this is a very good run, by the way, because I have lots of Hellborns. No, I'm just testing this. This is like... I'm just testing if this is boostable right now. So, there's literally just one spot in this thing. And this is just a test. So... I don't have the gear to comfortably say I can beat every level without dying. But boosting somebody will basically require him to revive 2 times because the stuff else would despawn. Right, last wave. I'm really just still testing this, if this is boostable at all. This is, by the way, the best run I ever had by far. Right, it's actually... So now you can revive and pick up. If there's something to pick up, or is it despawn? No. No, 2 people doesn't work anyway. Like, you can just boost 1, because it doesn't make any sense to boost someone who cannot pick up the stuff. So, how much do you get? Like, how many do you have now? Okay, so yeah, it's about half. So you stay in this room, right? Because if you die, you cannot revive. So just stay in that room. Don't follow me. Don't follow me. Don't go in there. Bro, don't go in there. Just stay back. So I'm missing a good chunk of damage reduction. That's why it's a little dicey here. Oh yeah. So I have to be careful now. Because they get empowered once somebody is dead. And they don't have a stagger on the last one. So I really don't want to be careful, because if I get hit by random shit, I might just die. And you basically used all the revives. So that's why I'm playing a little bit weird here right now. So now you can get in here, I guess. Let's see if you can. Yeah, right? So you can pick up the last 50 or so, and you can open your shit, right? I mean, that's not too bad. I guess if you open in the middle... Or if you... So you could also, you know, I think the first 2 rounds you can basically survive if you just hide in a corner. So I guess I guess it's fair to say you can make like 400 to 500 with this, basically. But yeah, I have to get more survivability for this. Yeah, the planner is absolutely up to date. I literally redid it today, and right now the planner is 100% exactly the same build I'm playing. Right, but this is cool, so I can get juiced, and then I can boost people. I like that. Yeah. So that's basically, so you netted like 120k gold, you got the big chest, and you got 500 Nice iron. So that's not too bad, right? For like a carry. Like that's probably like a 250 to 300 million gold service. I would say somewhere around that range. But yeah, you're welcome. So I tested it with success. So be happy with your stuff. So I'm gonna get juiced up, and then you know I might boost some people. But I gotta get more survivability. Like I still can't die. So that's the problem. I would do it. The problem is the boosty basically eats up my lives, right? So if I make one mistake and I die, then the run is over, and that is, I mean, if you want to do a boost, that's pretty much not acceptable, right? So I would get at least another 50% damage reduction before I do that, and I have to basically redo this armor here. And I have to redo this Rasha ring to get more cooldown reduction. But I want to buy a new one first, basically. So just gotta find like some GG item. I don't even know how many of these I already have. I got a better one, but who cares? Alright, so let's... Do I have enough to redo my Tyrael's Might already? What do I have? I have 4k. That's gonna be enough for like a 2 damage reduction, right? I'm just gonna, just to be sure, I'm gonna make another one. So yeah, I wanna try something different here. I wanna try with accelerating aspect. I cannot make up my mind if I wanna have accelerating aspect or shredding blades. The lightning spear gets reset by the Winterglass cooldown reduction. No, this is not pure lightning spear. Those frozen orbs do significant damage. I don't know the exact proportion, like what does how much damage, but it definitely does a lot of damage, the frozen orb. Yeah, you need a higher one. I mean, the 0.1 will work, but it's you preferably you want to have at least 0.2, maybe 0.3. So I'm gonna farm some stones, which I then sell, and then I want to buy. So I want to buy a new Winterglass with greater FX, Conjuration Mastery, and I want to buy a Rasha ring with greater FX cooldown reduction. I don't know exactly what my priority is, but the priority is probably Winterglass first. Then I want to do a new build, basically. What is the best first stats you have to focus to make the build work? Really, mana regeneration on your pants and your on your chest piece and your helmet, so plus 4 mana. That is the most important stat. And then you need a Winterglass with preferably plus 0.3 cooldown. And some Asus boots with as high as possible crit. That's pretty much all you need. Everything else, you can use complete garbage gear. So I have a feeling this is going to be a good run. Hellborn first wave is the best thing you can get. Alright. No. No. Oh my god, I have none. So you never wanna get the Hellfire Rains on you. I mean you can get it if you like... If you have like good reactions and you wanna watch the ground all the time to not get hit by those. But if not, they're gonna one-shot you. Even through 85% fire rest, they're gonna one-shot you. Yeah, plus 6.3 is pretty good, right? Also, you don't need crazy high rolls, right? So I have Masterwork critted once, and I don't even I don't even need that. Like if you look at my Lightning Spear cooldown, I cannot even click it as fast as it comes off cooldown, basically. So really, I don't think putting more points into, so more masterworking into that is gonna be worth it anyway. So it goes to plus 5 if you masterwork crit it once, and I think it would be even fine with a plus 4, honestly. Nice. No. So there's absolutely no reason to use Ice Blades. Because you don't have any benefit of those. So the limit of this build in the end is pressing buttons. So first of all, what's gonna happen is you're gonna have to press 2 buttons instead of 1. And you're gonna be locked behind your cooldown anyway. So if you press Lightning Spear, so you would have to decide, right? Do I press Lightning Spear or do I press Ice Blades? So that's why there's no room for Ice Blades, because you want to just push the Lightning Spears, because, you know, they spawn 2 conjurations each pop. So really, there's absolutely no reason to play the Ice Blades. And you don't really need the cooldown reduction from them in this late game scenario. I mean, it's a nice addition. You get like a little bit of teleport cooldown and a little bit of, you know, cooldown for your flame shield. But you just basically use it passively from the amulet. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. But probably it's better to get +2 than +1, right? You cannot get mana on pants, on chest, helm, or boots. But it is pretty sick now. And I really don't have Giga juiced, I don't have Giga juiced stuff anyway. So the only improvement I could assume to this build I can still make is I could remove, well, so if you're really nuts, right? You could remove Ice Armor for Hydra to get 2 extra stacks of Conjuration Mastery. But literally Ice Armor is keeping you alive. Because the barrier from protection is just way too weak. Wow, this is junk. This is junk. These are all junk. I don't want any of these. You always cast Frozen Orb. So I basically hold down my Frozen Orb key all the time. So I'm basically always casting Frozen Orb, and then I spam Lightning Spear. So whenever Lightning Spear comes off cooldown, I cast Lightning Spear. But beside that, I'm permanently casting Frozen Orbs. Because in this scenario, 1 Frozen Orb is basically producing half a Lightning Spear. So that's basically the story. So it's not like casting Frozen Orb does nothing. Like 1 Frozen Orb basically... I mean, I don't have it at 100%. Like it's 80% that it casts twice. Right, so... and the chance for a Lightning Spear is like 1 in... well, it's actually 1 in 3, right? So... the chance 1 Frozen Orb produces a Lightning Spear is then probably somewhere around 60%, I would say. This is like so terrible. So this one here, by the way, Invigoration, right? That is extremely strong. So if you get this, Slaying Hellborn invigorates you. That is a very, very strong ability. So I would show you after. So now let's kill a Hellborn, right? And now you will see like I get like a swirly red. You see that swirly red thing around my character? That basically gives you max movement speed. It reduces your cooldowns by like 50%, and I don't even know what else it does. Maybe it does even extra damage. That is like a crazy strong buff. So highly recommend getting that when you can pick it up. I haven't figured out yet what exactly it does. I just can tell you it makes you move faster, and probably even attack faster as well. And gives you like less cooldowns. I think I still cannot make up my mind if I like the attack speed version more than the other version. I mean, I'm getting like towards 30 plus conjurations with this right now. Pretty strong. What is this? I mean, I know there's other players playing this differently, and they kind of not casting Frozen Orbs. But, I don't know, I feel like casting Frozen Orbs is beneficial. But I honestly haven't tested this other variant. I probably will not do it. Because I want to do a different build after this. So I'm basically done with this build now. I'm like juiced. I have all the gear with 2 greater affixes. I don't think I will approach any higher. just for pushing. I will probably get the Editor Rasha ring because that's something I can reuse on the next character. But everything else would be like extreme min-maxing, and I don't really do that. Like, I don't really see a reason in squeezing out like the last 15% extra damage by spending a full week grinding. That's nothing I'm like interested in. I just want to test the next build. I haven't sold any of those blue rose rings. Like, at this point, I do not have the time to sell low value items. Because just the going through the items and listing them is not worth it. Because I can just make an Infernal Hordes and get the Stygian stones, which sell for way more. Check your Winterglass. Your Winterglass reduces the Lightning Spear cooldown. It has a stat for that. And the mana regeneration is really just Conjuration Mastery. If you have 20 Conjurations up, you are not gonna run out of mana. I will probably make the same build, but as a Ball Lightning or Spark base. That's the first thing I want to test, because I can just basically use the same gear I have and just test it. And then after that I want to go into like Andariel's. Andariel's Hydra, that's something I'm very interested in. No, you don't have to worry about breakpoints in the beginning. Breakpoints are really relevant if you get to like the, 100% attack speed range. If you're really min-maxing, breakpoints become important, but in the beginning breakpoints are pretty irrelevant. It doesn't really matter if in the beginning you have an extra 5% attack speed, which technically does nothing, is really irrelevant. This is another good run, by the way. Gonna get like 700 again. Maybe I'm probably gonna even get 800. So I kind of made up my mind. I think I like the accelerating aspect more. Right. Oh. Let's pick up all the juice here. If it doesn't activate right away on push, you probably have latency. So you can press Control R and you will see your latency. So if you have high latency, that is probably your issue. Wrong button. So, if this happens, right, this is jackpot. If these guys are, like, all melee, you just gotta, like, rip them apart in, like, seconds. If you have, like, 2 of them which are range, it's, like, the worst possible thing which can happen, and this is, like, the best possible thing which can happen, basically. It's just a free kill. It took like, what, 20 seconds? So the best thing I had was 860. No, it was 851 actually. I wish there would be a bigger chest for this. I haven't... I don't know if I saw your message, honestly. I cannot remember nicknames, so... There's many messages. Yeah, it's too small and annoying. And, I don't even understand why they don't put a bigger one there as well. Because, you know, this was pretty much... I mean, if I would have developed this, I could foresee that people are gonna beat tier 8s. And I could foresee that they have to click this chest 35 times? So I could have foreseen that if this would be my game. And I would just have made another one here. Just pay a junior dev. Hey, copy this to there and change one number to 200 instead of 20. But yeah. It's not my game. Blizzard is very special with these mechanics. The second gear, this one here, the spoils of equipment, it just drops like random loot. So I wouldn't open that ever. Yes, I am German. Okay. All Giancolini. This. So how much do we have? Do we want to juice Tyraels already? 5k. Like, what's gonna go wrong, honestly? What's gonna go wrong here? Look, first try damage reduction there. Oh. Alright. I guess I'm lucky today. Alright, go. Number 3. Triple crit. Triple crit. Holy shit. That is insane. Like, literally first try. Right. So that's another like 20% DR here. And then if I would push one more thing is I would get into destructive charge bolts. Yeah, I mean I saved these for later, for bad times. But I yet have to buy some... I mean, I'm at 33 stones right now. That is not enough yet. I need a couple of more to trade. And then buy a Rasha ring. So that's funny because it just happens on stream. Because I re-rolled... What did I even re-roll? I don't remember. I re-rolled something. And I think it was so bad I gave up in the end. So these two I gave up on because I re-rolled them so many times. But I guess at some point I have to re-roll these for double frozen orbs. So, you know, I might as well just do it now. But with these, the chances are just much lower. But yeah, so let's re-roll this one here. Let's get 1,000 of these. This is a bug, right? I just got a Oh. You can only get 100. Got it. Again, who programmed that? If I type 1,000, why doesn't it go to 999? It's just bad programming. Okay. Let's go for double frozen. Okay. Thanks. See? It starts. The not hitting the frozen orb is starting. This is what usually happens when I do this. So I'm like, what, 20 tries in? And I still haven't hit it once. Like, this is my normal... Normally, this is what happens when I reroll stuff. Yeah, and at some point I'm gonna run out of resources, right? I mean, I'm gonna run out of these stupid iron chunks eventually. Wow, there is the first one. See, this is my normal, this is normally what happens when I do this. I basically burn through everything I have, and in the end I have nothing. And I will stop at some point. Wow. Look at this. So the chance is goddamn 20%. Like, this is the worst possible RNG ever. Like, I'm again more than 20 tries in. This is ridiculous, right? I hate this game. Just let me buy this goddamn update and make it 5 times more expensive on every tier. So what am I in? 25? 26? 27? 28? 29? Should I even, like, keep counting? I don't redo the offhand. Wow. Thank you very much, bro. I'm gonna stop here. That's why I'm saying I'm not gonna continue with this. This is better than before. I achieved a little win here. So, through this game, not this weapon. This system is just retarded. So yeah, let's go back. At least I got a little bit more crit damage out of this. See, that's why I don't like min-maxing in this game. I feel like you should just give me a very high cost, which is controllable. And what I don't like is, where is this goddamn Infernal Hordes icon? Did I not click this stupid thing? It's just literally so the game is in a very good state, but the UI is just so fucked up. It like needs so much improvement. Like this clicking. Like if I go here, I don't hit the goddamn icon. I mean, it should be just, you know, you buy the first, right? So you buy the first, it's gonna cost you whatever, right? It's just gonna cost you whatever. And then you wanna buy the second, and it's just gonna cost you way more. Or you can gamble. Just give me something I can control. What tier level does that start at? You mean Infernal Hordes? No, tier 7 is already a 180. But yeah, tier 7 gives Nice Iron basically, which obviously makes sense. But yeah, so maybe I just start boosting people after this. I need more gold. So if anybody wants to buy a boost, let me know. Yeah, I think tier 7 is optimal unless you're like Giga Chat. That's I would that's a fair assumption. Because tier 7 is not that hard. Like if you Giga Chat, then you obviously want to do tier 8 because you know it just gives you way more reward based on the time because you just have more waves. But it's obviously significantly harder, right? There's no way you can do this without Uber uniques and without a good amount of survivability. But if you can do this, this is obviously very efficient. Especially if you can boost one person. Right? If I can boost one person for another, whatever, 200 million a run or something like that. I would have to see what it's actually worth. You already got one for free, dude. We gotta make them money. No, I take this one. I need money for a new build. Did you just see this masterworking story? Like, that's why I need the gold. No, I'm just gonna post it on Diablo.trade. You can also, like, post boosting services there. I wanna see how much I can actually get for a boost like this. Gonna check that real quick after this run. Right? I mean, this won't sell forever, but I mean, you can also sell pit run tier 101, right? You can do it with other builds, and you can sell it to 4 people at once. So it's probably better. No, two-hand is out for this. I mean, I know there's people play. I mean, I don't like to play this with two-hand because I want to go for the attack speed. I'm scaling attack speed in this pretty much. But you can play this with two-hand, but two-hand was what's the focus on lightning spear damage. I mean, I really didn't verify if this build is better than this one or not. Like, I don't really have the time to check that. You can go on Diablo.trade. That's the website. So this one's here, right? These are not dangerous. So there's one dangerous mob type in this scenario, and that's it's like the Desecrator or whatever it is, which comes out of this, the fire guy. The Tormentor doesn't really do anything, but the other one, the fire guy, which comes out of those, that one can one-shot you. So I always try to get Flame Shield ready before I engage into these things. This is a terrible run. So basically you have no Hellborn, your run is scuffed, right? Like Hellborn is the most important. So here Hellborn and... This is really... Without Hellborn, it sucks. Big time. Big donkey. See, as soon as you have Hellborn, like, you're just banking in the cash. So, somebody said that, what is it called? Storm Swell aspect is some kind of double dipping with ice armor. I couldn't really verify that, if that's true or not. But right now I'm playing Accelerating Aspect. I kind of like it more, but you can also play Storm Swell or Shredding Blades. I mean, they definitely both work great. It depends on your attack speed breakpoint. So if you can reach the breakpoint 113%, right? If you look at my stats, I have 129% I have not right now. I don't even know how much I need. I have to look it up. I think the breakpoint is at 124% or something like that. So if you can push above 124%, then it might make sense to play an accelerating aspect. If you cannot go that far, it doesn't make sense. I don't think Fist of Fate is good for Ice Shards. I think Fist of Fate is good for Endarials. Like for Lucky Hit based builds, Ice Shard is not really a build which benefits from Lucky Hit at all. Like this build here benefits from Lucky Hit actually heavily. Ice Shards wouldn't do that. And Blue Rose Ice Shards is not going to be a strong build, I would assume, because the Ice Spike damage of Blue Rose is just too low. So really, it just comes down to Hellborns. Everything else is so irrelevant in this. Like, look, these Hellborns like instantly spawn like 20 of those little red dots. And like another one, like this fiend here, it's gonna spawn like 3 or so. Like if you look at it, he dies. Yeah, it spawns like 2. A pack of Hellborns spawns like 10, and one of those fiends spawns like literally 2. So I feel like it's poorly balanced. Like the different abilities. Because for all the other ones, like for the masses and everything, you don't get extra spawns, right? So you can just get, you know, masses, give one extra Aether, or, you know, Soul Spires give one extra. But for Hellborns, you always get, first, like, you get one more Hellborn and one more per spawn. So you get like 3 times as much. Like this one is, this one can kill you, basically. So I feel like it's a little bit poorly balanced. So yeah, this is like a terrible run. I'm not even gonna get 500. How did I get my sword to this point? So, you would probably think I have a lot of time in this. I actually do not. I mean, depends what you say is a lot. I mean, I'm probably at somewhere around, like, real effective playtime on this character. I'm probably somewhere around 20 hours. Maybe 24 hours, not more. So, how did I get to this point? First of all, the first thing you do is you finish your seasonal quest. No, not quest, so the seasonal, whatever it's called, right? Where you can pick up these loot boxes. So the very last 2 tiers of loot boxes give you lots of Stygian stones and lots of, like, they give you Stygian stones, like it gives you these eggs and everything, like the shackles. These eggs currently sell for like 24 million. The stones sell for 30 million. So the first thing you do is you complete your seasonal quest. Not quest, again, like this. Whatever this is. Journey. Seasonal journey. So you complete this, pick up these boxes and these boxes. And then you sell that shit. You sell that shit and then you buy 1 greater affix items. That's gonna boost you. Wait, let me just check. Okay, I have the flame guy. So you always want to focus the flame guy. If you have the flame guy, focus him. That's the first thing I did. So, and then also, you can sell every single greater affix item with intelligence or crit damage. So any pants with intelligence, any chest with intelligence, any helmet with intelligence, you can all sell them early. I mean, now it's probably too late to sell these. But you could sell them for like 50 million each. So I would do that as well. And besides that, you just grind Helltide. Like, there's literally nothing else you do. You do Helltide, Helltide, Helltide. And then what you get in Helltides is Exquisite Blood. Exquisite Blood is the summoning material for Zir. And those sell also for like 20 million a piece. So you just collect all these materials, but then you don't run the bosses. You just sell the materials, and then you just buy medium gear. That way, you're gonna get your character up to speed in like a couple of hours, really. And if you want to really play that journey, you're gonna need probably 50 plus hours to get to the same point where you just get in like 4 hours trading. So I feel like my boss damage is worse with accelerating, but maybe this is just because they are all ranged. So really, if they don't stick together, the lightning spears are not even doing remotely as much damage as they could. I don't know if it's weak. I didn't try it out yet. I think there's potential for... so I think the Chain Lightning build is weak early game, it's weak mid game, but it might be strong end game. With pretty much infinite mana regeneration. Like, you can get a shit ton of mana regeneration. And if you have, like, greater affixes and stuff, you can get, like, upwards of, like, 400 mana pool, maybe even 500. I don't know, I did not verify yet how much boss damage it actually is. But even if it's just 30%, it might still be worth it. This thing is, I really don't invest a lot in Frozen Orb damage at this point. I just add, it's basically just 4 skill points and a slot on my gloves. So it's a relatively low cost for a relatively high gain. And I don't really have anywhere to put these skill points. Okay, let's do one more here. How much gold per round? I didn't open it actually. I think it's like 120k or so per Ether, maybe a little bit more, maybe 125k per. So probably like 500 million a run, 500 to 700 maybe, somewhere around that range. So if you really just want to go for gold, that's probably gonna be the best thing you can do there. But since I need the materials for the next builds. First mob always takes long because you need to get your stuff up and running. So as soon as you have conjuration stacks, they are basically all your damage. I would like to test how much boss damage is Frozen Orb, but I don't really have a target to do that with, but I can probably do that in Infernal Hordes. If I just get the Lords, and then I see how much would I do against the Lords with and without. Because I cannot really do it in Pit, because I would have to redo the whole Pit again until I hit the same boss again, because you cannot respec inside the Pit. So it's a little bit hard to actually calculate how much part of the damage comes from which, because the training dummies also don't have enough HP. There's really no boss which has enough HP to even remotely sustain the damage. Like, all the tormented bosses die in 3 seconds, so I cannot really judge with or without, because they're gonna be dead before I even ramp up. I mean, it depends what you're up to. If you wanna update your stuff, you probably wanna go for the materials, because you get the Stygian stones and you can basically sell them. But I mean, you can probably get gold, but I'm like kind of opposed to that idea. You're not armor cap. You can get Juggernauts or Disobedience. Disobedience also works good now. But, you know, I wouldn't do it, honestly. I would just, if you're not armor cap, just put armor on your chest piece and your pants with tempering. And maybe just get a chest piece with armor on, like they drop all the time. I mean, I wouldn't fix armor with an aspect, it's so easy to get. Like, the armor cap is just 9,300. That is very easy to get just by, you know, getting an armor roll on your gear, and then get like a 1 or 2 12% armor tempers or so. Like, it's very, very easy to get. I would not waste an aspect for that. Which stat do you replace on gloves for Frozen Orb? I mean, I have right now on my gloves, I'm running attack speed, critical strike damage, and Frozen Orb. Because I don't need another crit roll. I'm at 93% crit. So I don't want to go too high. I feel like the 93% is good enough. I mean, I could change it, then I would have to... So what I could do is, I could put... Probably would be best to put crit on the gloves. And then re-roll focus and the Starless Skies to not have crit. But I really don't want to do that. And that is like such extreme min-maxing for like an 8% damage potential there. I kind of hate min-maxing like the last 10% of a build in this game because you're really not going to gain anything. It's not going to change anything in Infernal Hordes. It's not going to change anything in pit pushing, really. I mean, unless you want to really go crazy high pit pushing. This is awesome. Double Hellborn in the beginning. This is going to be 700 plus. Yeah, I'm not on the... I'm on the Uber setup now. This is the non-Giga Chat Uber setup. If you get like 2 more Hellborn, if you're really lucky, you can probably get like upwards of 1,000 with those Hellborns. But yeah, I want to buy a Rasha ring, so I have like 40 Stygian stones. That's 1.2 billion gold. I can sell them, and then I can buy a decent Rasha ring with greater affix cooldown reduction. And then remaster work that for more cooldown. That's gonna be very good for me. This run is going absolutely perfect. I have exactly the same gear on than in the build guide. So if you look at the video build guide in the description, you can just check the gear in there. Like it's literally the same except for the weapon. It just has a different weapon type. But I really don't wear any different gear. Right. How many do you want? I show you the items after this wave. But really, like sustain in this build is really just about spamming lightning spear. Lightning spear, lightning spear, lightning spear. So this is irrelevant, 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 this is irrelevant. This is also irrelevant. So all these items are completely irrelevant for sustain. This is irrelevant for sustain. So there's 2 items with sustain. Starless Skies, which is always the same, and your Winterglass. And what the sustain on Winterglass is just the plus cooldowns reduced by Frozen Orb explosions. So the higher you have that, the more lightning spears you can spam. And then you get your, basically you get a critical mass of conjurations, which give you infinite mana regeneration. That's just the story. The aspect on Fractured? What do you mean with aspect? You mean the cooldown reduction on Fractured? That's pretty important. No, the bottom 2 mods are not all that important, honestly. I mean, the first one, the first of the bottom 2 is, you know, you don't want to have a min roll. But as you can see, I don't have the strongest roll there either, right? I have a 55, so I'm kind of in the higher mid-range. The bottom one also mid-range, so they are not crazy from their importance. Oh, wow. I don't want to fight this. This is going to be the Butcher and this is going to kill me. I don't want to have Hellfire raining on me, and I don't want to have Lords. So I don't want to have any of these. But you know what? Let's try the Butcher. Maybe because I have a little bit more damage reduction now. So maybe I'll be good. There he is. Alright, I'm going to run until I have Flame Shield. Because I really don't want to get in this guy's face. Is out. Wow, what was that? That guy actually didn't pierce my shield. Oh, now he did. So yeah, the Butcher, so this guy is a little wild, I have to say. But now he's staggered. Haha. Yeah, it's not worth it, but I really had nothing else. Like, the other ones were terribly negative ones for me. Again, like, this is okay, probably. This one is also okay. But you really don't want to do the Lords. Like, if I have to choose, like, I rather kill the Butcher once than having the Lords for the rest of the goddamn run. I don't know if Hellfire can spawn Hellborn, but anyway, I don't want to play Hellfire. I'm just gonna die to it. Because there's so much shit on the ground, and the visibility of that, again, is so bad. So it's just gonna kill me, so I'm never gonna do that. Absolutely not worth it. It's like he had needed no. Yeah, new season is absolutely fun. Whatever aspect you can wear, well, you can wear all your damage aspects, right? Wedding Blades, Accelerating aspect, Swell aspect, just the basic damaging aspects you can wear instead of Starless guys. This also works without Starless guys, by the way. Like, you will have enough mana regeneration. But without Starless guys, you want to have plus mana on one of your armor pieces. Otherwise, you're not going to sustain. This is gonna be like a 750 to 780. Depending how many Hellborns I get in this wave here. I hate the blood spires or whatever they call it, the soul spires. They should just remove them. Like, the event is pretty fun. The only annoying thing is the soul spires. They really just are annoying. I feel like just remove them. Replace them with something cool. Right. So we got... I don't know what these are. I think these are all ranged. I hate that they're running away. So annoying. It was the same in Diablo 2 actually, so... No, Starless Skies has nothing to do with infinite mana. Infinite mana is just Conjuration Mastery. Conjuration Mastery is infinite mana. This works without Starless Skies just fine. I played this for, like, I played Infernal Hordes tier 7 with this without any problems. With 8 out of 12 gear without Starless Skies. So, absolutely not needed. All you need is a lot of Conjurations. That is really what you need. Ah, this chest. This takes so long. I wish they would just do it like Path of Exile style. Just control click the chest and it opens 50 times at once. Yeah, 41. Who's the easiest? Probably Zir or Gregoire. They're both like completely easy. Okay, so let's just this here real quick. Let me just go and do some trade here. Why is it not showing? Wrong screen. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some... this just changed? Oh, I'm with services. Items. How much Conjuration Mastery? I only have 9. But 9 is alright. So we want to go for Stygian Stone. And we're going to go to search for sellers. And we're going to see the current price. Oh, it's up again. It's 40 million now. Nice. Wonderful. So then you just go for create listing, right? And you just put your consumables. Then you just put Stygian Stones on. You just say how many you have. Just, I don't even know how many. 41. Just make it 40 million. So that's right there, 1.2 billion. I killed Tormented Ubers in literally 3 seconds. And that's not a joke. Wait, I clicked it. Failed to register item. What? What is happening? What was it before? I don't even remember. All right. So let's wait until somebody buys them. It's like a Southern Ness Iron or something like that if you get a good run. What one I'm missing? This expensive one here, right? I don't even know if it's necessary, but this material is literally... I mean, the Angel Breasts you don't need for anything. And the Bundled Herbs, well... Sometime I will maybe go into Helltide again. And then I will be a very depressed person.
I can take common, turn it special.
So wait, one is 450 and this one is 125. So I cannot use this. Can I? Can I upgrade this? Gonna turn interested. That was the problem I had. Well, it's not interested, but it still says wave cap 10. Whatever, right? It's gonna work. My teleport cooldown is not very good. 6 seconds. I have to redo my Rasha ring, but I want to buy a new one first. So my Rasha ring has like non-first damage, triple crit, which is like absolute dog shit. So I want to put cooldown on this because I removed cooldown from my focus. You can definitely get cooldown on your focus if you want, but I feel like I don't want it. I want more survivability. And I just have to rework this to give me another 10% cooldown. With greater FX, it's going to be another 15. Then I'm going to be completely fine. Probably I don't even need it, but I like having a little bit more cooldown just for the flame shield and teleport, really. Like, it doesn't really change anything regarding your damage output because the lightning spear cooldown is so fast anyway. Like, I'm basically, I'm more like hindered by my fingers having to press the button than by the cooldown. What's Storm Slide? Wasn't the OP druid build something with landslide? Or is that now storm slide? I literally I haven't watched any other class this season at all. Like, I feel like everybody's playing Sorc anyway. So. Also, I haven't really followed up on any high clears. Probably it just takes a while until people are done with, you know, putting all their builds together and until they really start pushing. Yeah, that is really the truth there. Like, it's... I mean... I should just buy, like, a macro mouse where you can just... You know, I just bind the mouse to spam the key for me. I don't think that's... I think that's... I don't think that's against terms of service. You just have, like, a key spamming macro. But I don't know. No, Shako is not essential. Again, I have this build guide posted in different variations. The cooldown reduction in this build really... I mean, it helps, yes. But you don't really need it. Like, you can get cooldown on your focus, you can get cooldown on your ring, and you can just get a regular helm with cooldown, and you're still going to be at like 40%. That's just going to be fine. You definitely don't need it. Yeah, I know that you can bind a key macro. The problem is it's against terms of service for Blizzard. So, there was hardware, like, solutions, basically. So if you have a mouse which has a hardware macro to repeat clicks, then it's not against terms of service. But if you're using software, then it's against terms of service. Where, please? Check the description of the stream. You have to revive 2 times. I mean, you can revive 2 times if you're boosted. Like, once after wave 5 and once after wave 10. It depends. Starless Skies or Shako. It really depends. Like, both are extremely good. I cannot tell you a priority there. It's really up to you. Like, if you have problems with mana, probably go for Starless Skies. If you don't have problems with mana, probably go for Shako. But Starless Skies generally will give you more damage than Shako. If you have problem with mana, check your Winterglass. Check your roll on cooldown reduction on Lightning Spear. If that's 0.1 second, you're not gonna be good. So the way to sustain mana in this is really just have a high amount of conjurations, and if you don't have that, as also mentioned in the guides, just get plus mana per second on your items. Get resource cost reductions on your rings, and then you're gonna be good. If you just don't invest into mana regeneration at all, and you don't have like an Uber chat gear, you're gonna fail. So it's not gonna work without doing something. What do you mean? What aspect do you drop? Like You can check the guide, but the only aspect I play right now is... Well, I play Accelerating, but you would just play one aspect. You play Accelerating or Storm Swell. There's no other optional aspects. Right, so... Really... You have to play... I mean, it depends what build variant you play, basically. Which it's hard to tell, but you always just drop a damage aspect. Like, end of story. Like, all the damage aspect pretty much do the same thing. You just drop one. Like, that's literally the answer for this question every time. Like, if you ask what aspect do you drop for a ring, it's always a damage aspect. And they are pretty much all the same. And this is... God damn it. But again, I highly suggest you just look at the guides, because the aspects are in there. This butcher costs like so much time. You really don't want to get hooked. I feel like the wave timer should pause when the butcher spawns, actually. That would be fair. Like, it's so punishing to do that. You're basically gonna lose the half wave. No, T-Board is not good to manage mana. T-Board is really one of the worst items to manage your mana. So, just, if you really want to play a Pants to fix your mana, just go for Axial Conduit. That's like 1,000,000 times better than T-Boards to fix your mana. Just throw that on. Masterwork like a 4 out of 12 on the resource generation affix on that, and you're gonna be good. T-Boards is really, it just gives you mana like once every, 2 or 3 seconds. And if you want to play this build, you're gonna have like a mana spend, which is probably like somewhere around 200 to 300 mana per second. So I would really recommend, if you really want to fix it like in a way like that, Axial Conduit is a very good pants, actually. You don't have to play Chain Lightning. That thing has pretty good stats, actually. And you can also, for trading, it's easy to pick up, like, you can get a greater affix resource generation or whatever it is on the pants for like 50 million. Okay, even more Hellborn. I don't have a leveling guide for this. So the guide basically is the leveling guide. The early game version of the guide I literally started playing with level 80. So you can just play the early version of this guide as soon as you got the items. 200 million is not crazy expensive. That's literally nothing, bro. Like, you have to stay on top of the inflation here. 200 million is 6 Stygian stones. So basically, if you finish your seasonal quest line, your seasonal objective, whatever it's called, you get like way more. Like, just sell your boss summoning materials. You will be surprised. You just need to sell 20 random boss summoning materials and you will have it. So really, 200 million is nothing right now. You just go to Helltide, pick up the whatever it's called, like the bloods, the summoning material, the bloods. Just go to Helltide for like 2 hours, sell those, and you're gonna have like 500 million. It's really easy. Boss summoning materials selling is a very, very efficient way of getting you like these smaller amounts of gold. This is really small amounts of gold we're talking about. The inflation already reached like you know, a point where one greater FX item already is like 200 million. Yeah, you can also you can kill like Gregory or whatever that guy is called, and then sell the shards of agony or whatever. They probably give like 15 million each, and one Helltide gives you how many summons for that boss? A lot. So it's really, really easy to make like 200 million gold. Right, what do we have here? Well, 70 billion. I guess this season it will get more expensive than that because of the Infernal Hordes. There's so much inflation. I don't even know why they did that. It will cause so much inflation. And they removed most of the gold sinks in the game. Right, 10 seconds. One more health on spawn. Come on. You can do it. Oh, yes. Nice. Look at this. 760 already. Alright, what do we have? Okay, these seem to stick together. These two of them. This is a good set. Really don't want to get hit by that. So yeah, 824, not bad. That's so much fun opening this chest. Well, Lucky Hit is not bad on Starless Skies, honestly. Like, Lucky Hit does something. It's not like it's doing nothing. Like, in this build, it's spawning more Frozen Orbs from Conjurations, which is... It's not, like, insignificant. Like, it's much better than Starless Skies without greater FX, I guess. So... Oh, I already got, like, 6 stones or so. Yeah, just 1 second. Let me just finish this picking up of garbage here. Another one. Another one. This was like 8 Stygian stones. I don't even know why I'm picking up these scrolls. Right, so here's my gear. Lacko Lacko. Triple damage reduction, Tyrael's Might. Pretty bad masterworked items. This one is the worst. I have to buy a new one. The Winterglass also terrible, but I'm probably not gonna get a new one. Attack speed, 71%. Do you use the attack speed elixir? I don't even know what the breakpoint is, but I think 71% is fine. What is mine? 79. Ah, I wanted to check the breakpoint, by the way. Forgot that. So let's go for attack speed breakpoints. Go for Rosenorb. Okay, so I have 79.9 plus 50, right? So I have 129.9. Yeah, I'm at the 19 frames per attack. And this is a pretty good breakpoint if you want to play the accelerating aspect, right? If I drop the accelerating aspect, I lose 2 frames. So dropping accelerating aspect basically brings me from 3.1 attacks per second to 2.8. So that's roughly 10% actually. A little bit more than 10%, maybe like 11%, 12%. And Storm Swell basically gives you 80%, 30% extra damage. So technically you do more damage, but you get like the kickback through conjurations. Yeah, sure. Wait, so nobody wants to buy my stones? Let me just remove these. Right, let's delete the listing. Let's check again. Right. The boss materials. Stone. Oh, they're back to 30. Can't they make up their mind? Stygian stone. Probably have 50 by now. 50 exactly. Oh, 52. So let's go 52 for 30 million. Well, should get more expensive, honestly, because they have been at 30 million all day. I feel like it should rise much faster than this. You can't get Lilith? Why not? Lilith is easy. Okay, I don't have money. Do I need to rework anything? No, I'm not gonna fine. I'm just gonna go on. So yeah. Oh, many. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it actually does. I mean, it didn't feel even remotely to me like having like 60% extra damage. I mean, I didn't verify that, but I highly doubt that it gives 60% or even 90% extra damage. Ah, nice, sturdy. That's a good deal. So really, this is the best way to make gold. Just sell these goddamn stones.
I appreciate that.
They sell so fast. Yeah, I mean, if you're poor, literally just go Helltide and sell the boss summoning mats. That's the best thing you can do. Who is this guy? Pinkie Pie. So why isn't he joining? Whatever. Hi. So we have 42. And now we have money, money, money. Points in Ice Blades because the Fractured Winterglass spawns them. I have 42 left. No, Winterglass spawns conjurations. That's the whole point of the build. The amulet. That's the core of the build that autocast the Ice Blades. We have to calculate that? I put accelerating aspect instead of Stormswell on my weapon. Okay. So now that was that. So now let's get a Rasha ring. Rasha. Mark these babies as sold. Get a Rasha ring with greater FX cooldown. Wait, what? 10%. 15. 18.5. Oh, that is the same guy who didn't sell it to me last time, I believe. Oh, Eternal Softcore. 80%. What is this? Oh, please tell me there's one. There's none. Oh, that's so depressing. Here's one. 2 billion. Alright, make an offer. I give you... How much do I give you? How much do I have? I have 2.2. So I give you 1.5 billion. That sounds like a fair deal, right? It's wait, it doesn't even say what role. Okay. So this one is juiced. 2 billion. I'm just gonna buy this. Do I have 2 billion? Oh, Eternal Softcore. What is wrong with people? Alright, so no ring for me, unfortunately. That's bad. Cannot use this. This is like 15% damage loss. He has 1. 18.5. That is the Eternal Softcore guy. Okay. This one is retarded. Maybe I can check if somewhere some is bugged. So you can say cooldown reduction more than 10. Sometimes you find some more. They're not correctly marked as greater affix. Here's one, 90%. Does that even mean? I think that's 6.1% probably. This morning when I looked, there was like 2 of them. I think it was even 3, and now I don't get a single one. Well, too bad. Sold. So no Rasha ring for me. Well, the price has been like this is pretty stable actually. Like this is what this is what you're basically gonna do. You farm Uber Uniques. That's the only thing which is expensive right now. So the summoning material or Uber materials are just crazy expensive. Yeah, so anyway. I think I'm just gonna redo mine now. Whatever. I don't wanna wait. At least uniques are just 4 properties, so it's much easier to get them. Like, technically, this is just 16 pops until you have it. Like, statistically. Yeah, 30 million is the price for them. I bought them all for 30 million, and they seem to, like, sell for 30 million pretty consistently right now. They're gonna get more expensive, though. I think the gold price, so the gold supply rises faster than the stone supply still. That's just my assumption there. $200.
What will it be?
I hate it, but I can't wait to buy one.
Not bad. Unexpected.
Like, this is even... Like, this should be easier to get. Like, statistically, I should already have it by now. But I don't. And this RNG is just so much bullshit. No! No! Oh, no. Is there any way to get these? Okay, I have to stop playing this game, I guess. Can you like transmute these or something like that? Probably not, right? Alright, this is over. Yeah, I'm not gonna go Helltide, this is it. I'm gonna uninstall. Thank you, Blizzard, bye-bye. So I can salvage gear for that? This is gonna take forever to do. Forever. My first go one here. Wait. So how much do I get for like salvaging one of these inventories? Yeah, my problem is the running to town. Just takes forever. Like 60? Oh. No. Oh my god. I want to cry. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna clean out all this shit here. I don't give a damn. I really don't care at this point. Nobody wants this. Like, anybody ever will buy these things. I don't want to deal with it. It's like, just takes too much time. I keep greater FX attack speed rings, though. This one. I hope the uniques at least give more. I want to keep, probably. Alright, let's see what this gives. Just salvage a shitload of uniques here. This is better, 284. We're getting there. Right. So... do I just push it back? Yeah, I can't afford it. I just push it back to the next level. Oh, nice. The last level doesn't cost it. Thank you. Well, at least I got one cooldown reduction now. So it's... oh god. So... yeah, I guess I have to go pit pushing. This is like so terrible. Like this materials... You know, I had so much fun, and now, like, it's over, basically. I mean, it's not over, but it's so terrible. I don't want to deal with this anymore. It is really fucking bad. Like, they should just remove all these stupid materials and let people play their game. Like, it would be okay if I had access to farm that, but I literally... So what I have to do now, right? I do Infernal Hordes. And then I fill my entire... So I clean my entire stash. I do Infernal Hordes, I fill my entire stash, and then I go back and forth between my stash and the goddamn vendor and salvage all the items. That's probably gonna take half an hour to just finish. And that is just annoying. So let's just push pit now. Sick of it. Nice. You're gonna have even more cooldown you don't need. Can't believe I ran out of white materials. Oh, these are beefy. Why are these not dying? What? Oh, because they're scorching, they're lightning resistant? Maybe? Why is my ping so high? Oh, I just traded. So this is like another so annoying thing. If you trade and you join a group, then you stay on that Chinese server. Or whatever it is. And you have like extremely high ping until you relog in the game. Oh, it's not even playable. The difference is huge, yeah. Absolutely, you need the higher point there. Oh, this ping is so horrible. Oh, the ping changed? That's strange. Hope I can go to like 130. Also, I think I could go for concussive strikes at this point. But the pit scaling is definitely back to where it has been pre-Season 4, or at the beginning of Season 4. Like the mid-season nerf of the pits, it's definitely not in. Like this is a level 123, and I should be doing like more than triple or maybe 4 times the damage than after mid-season 4. And this is so much more tanky. And the bosses, there are some bosses which are completely bugged. Like the whatever it's called, like this guy shooting the shadow bolts. I don't remember what it is. It has like 6 times more HP than the other ones. You control the latency by pressing Ctrl R. Wow, this is so beefy. But I mean, at least I can face tank everything. And I mean, you kind of have to switch to Crown of Lucian for this, I believe. I would have to try. I mean, this is still not horrible, right? It takes a while. What? I didn't expect that to kill me, actually. Maybe I was standing like in a spot where all the flames things could hit me. I tanked these before. There's the stacking mechanic, right? You have to dodge them or you take more damage. Totally forgot about that. No, not me. You have to talk to the Giga chats like playing 18 hours a day. They cause mass inflation. I'm just like a very, very small light in this game. Okay, so we don't want to get hit by the bosses. But this is good old Frozen Orb, right? Boss fight takes forever. But I mean, do you remember the mid-season patch in this? Like, you remember what these, like, 122 pit boss would be like? Like, this is definitely reverted. Like, I know it hasn't been confirmed, but this is reverted to this state at the beginning of Season 4. I don't think I can get to 130. But I also felt like sometimes it's random and the bosses were not so hard and sometimes they were. Yeah, it definitely has been reverted. I mean, at least something has been done because this is not the state. Like, a level 122 pit with Sorg, like with Frozen Orb, was like doable without any problems, and I have much better gear than last season, and this build just does like 5 times the damage probably or something like that. Wait, careful. Oh, that hit me. So it really doesn't make any sense. Like, if this would be like 140 or something like that, or 130, but not 100. What is it, even 23? I don't think... I mean, have you seen any high pit pushing? But I want to make a boss build. No, Chain Lightning is trash. You don't want to play Chain Lightning. It's just a bait, that build. This is really just the old pit. This has nothing to do with why I think it's trash, because it is. It has no damage. I mean, I think there will be a boss killer build, probably based on Andariel. I wanna like try that. But basically, these builds, they don't have good single target damage, because there's really Sorg doesn't have any of these crazy multipliers to use, where you can just get billions of damage. Like, this is just a shit ton of hits for like 10 million or so. And that's just not gonna cut it. Max resource does absolutely nothing. Mana per second. Mana per second on your armor pieces. Resource cost reduction on your tempers for rings. And just spam conjurations. That's the whole story. And use the elixir of resource cost reduction. Like if you don't if you have problems, just use the elixir. If you go out of mana, if you use the elixir of resource cost reduction, you still got out of mana. Like I don't know, you're probably level 40 or something like that. Like literally, that just use the elixir. It's so easy. What? Wait. But yeah, so maybe I'm gonna go to 130. Let's see what the boss says to that. But I don't think so, honestly. Yeah, the Chain Lightning Pens are good for Frozen Orb if you struggle with mana. Again, the same boss? Wow. Maybe I should change the aspect. Maybe it is... Maybe it's just really the accelerating aspect. And maybe I should also change to concussive strikes. So I want to do 3 things, right? I want to switch to Crown of Lucion. I want to put concussive strikes on. And I want to change to Storm Swell aspect. I think this should triple my damage, technically. So that's what I will try after this one here. Yeah, the Axial Conduit, like the mana generation on that's a really good affix. Wow, not even half. Get out of these totems. One more stagger. There it comes. Wow. This is so beefy. But that means I still have plenty of time, so... Let's just put on some more damage after this for the next run. Oh, I have to go away from this guy. Oh, I got hit. That's not good. Jesus. Yeah, I should pick up these items and scrap them for. So I'm gonna get more damage now. I'm from Germany. So we have plenty of switches here to get more damage. Don't worry. So first thing we can do is we can get rid of Shako. We won't have armor cap anymore though, but I can still enchant this pants here. So I have a Lucy, Crown of Lucion somewhere. A good one here, this one here. So let's masterwork that. How much do I have? Oh, this is a different. Oh, this costs a different material. This costs rawhide, and this so they cost different materials. So I can masterwork this one here. All right, let's do. It 300. Also 300. Let's waste some more materials here. Nice cooldown first. That stats on that items are so trashed. But I'm just gonna upgrade it to max now. Nice, not bad. So suck at that. Get some topaz. On. Gotta it's need a point for flame shield. Now we enchant this to armor. How much can this get? 2.5. Let's get a little more. So the rest I can just get with rings, I assume. Socket here. Make some skulls. Here, look at this armor cap. Well, almost, but good enough. So yeah, now I'm not 100% sure if I will sustain this without Elixir of Resource. Let's just try this. Let's craft and resource. Okay, so let me just try this against like something easy, 110. And see if the mana is good enough. Last time it was, definitely I could sustain this, but I think I had something different in Paragon. I had a little bit max mana. But I think it should work just fine. I didn't even have Starless guys and I could make this work. Oh. Get some conjurations up. I mean, this is not representative, right? We have to go for the boss fight. In the dungeon, we don't hit enough to have enough mana regeneration. So it really just comes down if we can sustain this in the boss fight. Spit is irrelevant. Goes up to 50, right? Yeah. I mean, probably I want to revert one attack speed breakpoint down for this. It's really not beneficial doing this with the highest attack speed, I guess. Now let's see how this goes. Gotta wait for some conjurations to get up. What? Yeah, let's go again. I'm just trying the mana here. It's not enough, it's not enough. Alright, now we're full. So now, can we sustain this outside of stagger? That is the question. It looks like barely, but not good enough. No, I need resource cost reduction a little bit more for this. Okay. So let's get some more resource cost reduction here. So let's first just try the elixir here. And I will revert. I don't even know how many breakpoints I will revert, but I'm still gonna change this to
Magic is neither good nor evil.
Storm Swell. Let's try again. Yeah, so as soon as you put resource elixir on, it's basically not an issue anymore. It was exactly the same I was doing last time. So if I'm at the boss, it's not going to be an issue. In the dungeon, I just miss a little bit. Normal. So let's, after that I'm gonna take this to the push. Right. Come on, give conjurations. Should pay attention to these pedo boys here. I mean, that's okay, but it's still not perfect. So I gotta try something else here. Try Frigid Breeze. So now I should be able to, at least. Yeah, crackling. So charged basically gives you 15% damage. No, the build doesn't really require a lot to get going. Let's do tier 129. This. What does the charge do? The charge does nothing. It just gives you 15% damage. So let's see how this goes. He's getting a little beefy already. I think I'm gonna cap out at like 130. But charged is kind of late game, right? So charged is really something you use once when you're like really at the top end. Like if you're not at the top end, I wouldn't go into charge because it requires like kind of, you know, it requires quite a bit of build adjustments and stuff like that, and you need really in this with 2 points in static discharge. As you can, like, if you look at my crackling, it's almost empty all the time. It really just almost only works on bosses. So it definitely doesn't sustain itself in this, because the lightning spear lucky hit chance is very low. So to generate crackling energy, it's not the best. Probably it would be much better to just go into ball lightning. Oh, that was stupid. Like the, what is it called? Wizard's ball lightning or so. That's probably gonna be better for generating crackling energy, honestly. Charged. Then static discharge. I feel like static discharge is pretty underwhelming at producing crackling energy. I might change that actually. Alright, let's see what this bad boy does. Scorch of the land. Well, it doesn't look any better. It's just so beefy. Watch this. I got hit by the one. So yeah, maybe 130 will be it. Just for the YouTube. I mean, this is not too horrible, but it's also not very good. And I feel like using the resource elixir is kind of limiting. Like, I only have like 20 conjurations up, that's pretty low. I can't see shit. I mean, halfway done, and I'm... So, I mean, I definitely doubled my damage with the Crown of Lucian, right? And there's still concussive strikes, but I don't know if that's gonna take too much away of my unstable currents. Not that guy. Oh, I got 2 stacks, I have to be careful. What? I swear, like, my flame shield is too short without Shako. So I'm not getting used to my flame shield duration is just super low because I removed the Shako. That's why I'm getting hit by these abilities all the time. Because usually I just flame shield them, but now it's just significantly shorter. Get out of my face, Lilith. What? This clone, that's like the only one which is ridiculous. Okay, I'm not gonna finish this. I wanna go to 130, I guess. So, wait, if I want to go to 130, I gotta finish a 127 fast enough, right? Yeah, I'm gonna unlock 3. Right. Yeah, but I mean, I feel like I'm probably gonna farm some more materials, maybe, with this, but then I'm kind of at the end of this build. I think I'm gonna move on tomorrow. Because there's really nothing I really want to advance. I mean, I still want to try maybe, you know, changing from Frozen Orb to just pure Lightning Spear. But I think that already has been done. Like, there's other people who posted that, so I don't see a reason to redo. I don't want to do stuff which other people already did, right? So I'm probably moving on. This has been fun. I'm probably going to use this for like a couple of hours to just farm a buttload of materials so I can feed my next 1 or 2 builds. I hate those snakes. Walling unstoppable snakes. Teleporter as well. Just get out of my face. Right. Oh, Scorch of the Land. Damn, I'm already wasting all my good bosses on the low tiers here. Like, the cooldown really sucks without Shako. So yeah, we do this, and then I have to stay concentrated for the 130. And then that's gonna be pit pushing for now. Hope the second clone is not gonna be ugly. God. This is not gonna be fun. What, he hit me? I'm pretty sure I like jumped through it, but I guess not. Oh dear, I have 2 stacks. Ah! I don't want to do this. Ugh, I stop it. It's too tedious. It's just not built for this. Not my thing.
What's left, you ask?
I'm going back to Hordes. I feel like they made pits so much worse. Like, they made the bosses stronger, they added the stacking debuff, like, what's the point? But I don't know, it's just, I just don't feel it. It's not my thing. This... Where is this goddamn dungeon? Am I too stupid? Okay, I guess I did not use it. Oh god. Yeah, I mean, I really find this pit story... I mean, it's okay, but... I think I'm gonna just peek out at this point here. So now I switch back from accelerating to a Storm Swell again. Really want to compare those two again. But I mean, this build has been fun. Will give me enough materials to feed the next two. I really don't know if I like this more or accelerating. Wait, I changed something in my skill tree, right? What did I change? I put a point into Flame Shield, which goes into Lucky. Okay, you would need 3 points to get. What do I have here? So I don't know in which order I want to try the builds. I think this same build, just with basic skills and unstable currents and lightning spear, I can very well try, because I can pretty much use exactly the same gear. You just have to craft new weapons basically, which is not a huge deal. Everything else I can use the same Uber uniques. I can use, well, I need an amulet with Sponge Mastery. I think I have to buy that. Or maybe you could even try it with Winterglass, honestly. I wanna try. I have to check some build guides. Maybe somebody already made something I can build onto. But as you can see, like, I'm missing like just tiny bit of cooldown reduction or perma unstable currents during this dungeon phase. With the bosses, it's not an issue because ice blades are gonna be hitting the bosses. But that's basically my Rasha ring, which I don't have. I have to keep shopping. So if I want to boost people, I'm probably gonna change the Paragon again. I'm gonna remove one board, and I'm gonna put it into more damage reduction. It's a horrible run. Okay. Oh, I actually have Hellborn. I don't even remember that. I think I have to farm one more Uber unique to get Andariels. So where can I drop these materials I need for upgrading a ring? Maybe I just not upgrade a ring. Maybe that's a good plan. I can just basically not upgrade any rings anymore. I'm just probably just calling that no more ring upgrades because I don't have the materials and I don't want to farm them. Hate that you can trade them. Where uniques I use? Starless, Skies, Tyrael's Might, and Shako. Lako. You can also check the guide and the planner in the description of the stream. This run is evolving to be quite good. It started like terribly, but now looks pretty decent actually. Probably gonna get towards like 600. I think I should try to test some more survivability in this. Of course I have. Hitting Ubers is really not so difficult this season. You get the first one basically for free. And then you just gotta farm some Uber Durails. Oh, I'm already at 400. This is actually turning out to be quite good. More Hellborns. Everywhere Hellborns. You always want to prioritize the Hellborns. You never want to stand in the Soul Spires. Just always go for the Hellborns. Really, you just go for the Soul Spires if there's nothing else on the map. Oh, this run is really, really juicy. I might get up to like 800. Nice. I really like it if they just spawn instantly on top of each other. I even have one more wave. It's actually sick. Oh, that was close. Which chest? I don't know, what do you mean by chest prioritize? I don't understand. What do we get? Well, let's just get the rewards then, right? For the last wave. Oh, I'm already at 800 and the wave is not even over. I think this is the best run I ever had. I think my best one was 851 so far. I think this one can even get up to like 900. Oh, this water. Wow. This is even more than 900. This is actually 920 or so. That's crazy. Right, flame guy. Where did he go? There he is. You always want to focus the gallop the flame or gallop the flame. That guy is a real bitch. Like he clearly doesn't want to die and he can even teleport. I don't... Do you want me to do it? Should I click it? 917 on gold? Alright, let's do it. Just for the fun of it. So we have 2.12 billion. Let's go. Okay, it's loading. It's loading. Oh, holy... What? I didn't even see this drop. My latency jumped up to like 415. So this... What? It bugged out. I got nothing. What did I get? Like 140 million or something like that? Oh yeah, right. I was right. No, wasn't that? Yeah, I was right at 2.12, right? Wow, that is like so. I think it bugged out. I think it couldn't handle it. So that was basically a 1500 Ness Iron. So that was definitely bugged. That's so fucked up. The answer to your question? The cooldown reduction does work, yes. No, you get like 100k per... No, wait, you get like... How much do you even get? I will check after this run. But that's like... That's like very little. Like that is not even halfway worse the Stygian stones which drop from the material chest. Yes, you have to get Fractured Winterglass for this to work. So I think I like the Storm Swell more. I think it's superior above the attack speed. How do you do so many gold so quickly? I trade. I thought there would be way more gold. Somebody told me you get way more gold. I don't even know who that was. I think I watched a video or something like that where somebody was saying that you get like so much more. Wait, was it? What is better? I swear somebody said you get 100k per Ether. But maybe... Oh, was it 10? No, it can't be 10. That would have been way too low. It was 100, I know that. Saw a video of some guy who made like... Wait, what? Why is there a butcher? I didn't summon this guy. What is this? I wasn't prepared for this. This butcher is so juiced up. So he can just spawn randomly? That costs an entire wave. What? What? Okay, this is gonna be a bad run. Thanks. Glad you like them. That's fucked up. I don't want that guy to spawn randomly. First time I had that. I'm so angry about that gold. Like, I really thought I would be getting 100k per thing. I think it probably is bugged. I think it should give more. I don't know. Absolutely horrible. What do you mean, a tracker for conjurations? You have a tracker for conjurations. Conjuration mastery. Or what do you mean? No, I didn't. But Starless Skies doesn't work, so so the Axial Conduit doesn't get affected by resource cost reduction. So Starless Skies wouldn't work on that build. The only thing what works on that build is basically maximum resource and resource generation. And I want to give that build a try. I want to basically try how infinite you can scale resource generation. But it doesn't work with Starless Skies. How many Ice Blades? Yeah, I mean, if you play Ice Blades on your bar, you just gotta get a feeling for it. You have to press it like once every 3 seconds. Just don't spam it. Pretty easy. Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the mana cost is extremely high, so you have to basically reach like kind of an infinite amount of mana regeneration. I mean, it helps with the initial skill cost of Chain Lightning, but it doesn't help with the drain from the Axial Conduit. And I feel like if you want to play a legit Chain Lightning build, you're gonna play basic skills, Unstable Currents anyway, because I don't see a reason in self-casting Chain Lightning. Like, why would you self-cast Chain Lightnings at all? So if the Chain Lightnings from Unstable Currents work for the Axial Conduit, there's absolutely no point self-casting Chain Lightning, I would say. I would just play basic skill, like Spark with Unstable Currents, and take the Chain Lightnings from Unstable Currents for the Axial Conduit. Then you have much more attack speed through basic skills. So I think there would be the much better variant there. Yeah, it kind of scales exponentially, right? So every Chain Lightning drains 6 mana per every active Chain Lightning. So basically, if you have 11 Chain Lightnings active, you would drain 660 mana per... whenever they return, right? I think they return after like second or so. I don't know how long they are like in the air. So you can get like close to infinite resource generation if you really play it. Like if you play, if you get crazy greater FX on your Axial Conduit, on the resource stat, and then you really commit into, I have never seen this portal, and then you really commit into resource generation and Conjuration Mastery, you can get probably like somewhere around 500 maximum resource, I would say. If you really get max resource on all your gear. But then, I don't know in the end if it's gonna be beneficial or not. Yeah, the guide is updated. My guides are always updated. Yeah, I guess if you have greater FX resource on that, it probably goes up to like 70% or something like that, I believe. So you have 70% resource, you can get around 50 from your skill tree. Then greater FX resource on items is 20, you can get it on various items actually. Yeah, 48 base, so that is... and it probably goes up to like 70, maybe 80. I mean, I don't count for triple masterwork, right? I only count for 2, like 3 masterworking. That's something you can only reach if you play 1,000,000 hours a day. So I don't really care about that. So I always count with 2. So 2 is basically roughly like 80% on top of the base. So if it has 48.8. Then the base is like 30, right? And then you basically take like 70% of 30. So you'll be at like 50 plus the... so it's gonna be somewhere around 70. And then... I don't even know what other items are there which give a good amount of resource. I guess Shako gives 20 or so. If you masterwork that, you can probably get up to like 50. Yeah, you basically get based on your items with that build, right? Because that build, I think you don't need attack speed so much. You can scale it through basic skill attack speed, I would say. And... The 20 resource, so unmasterwork 20 resources you can basically get on a focus and stuff like that. Yeah, you need to get the flat region, that's true. But again, I don't know if it's gonna be good, I just want to try it out. don't want to kill these. You don't want to kill 2 and leave 1 completely alive. Because this one gets crazy buffs when the 2 die. So you want to kind of balance it out. That they die like roughly at the same time always. Doesn't even have to be exactly, but you don't want to have basically a full full 1 left at the end. You should get Shako or Starless, guys. Really depends. If you struggle with cooldown reduction, I would get Shako. If you have good cooldown reduction on your helm and on your focus and on your Rasha ring, then I would go for Starless, guys. That's on my offhand. What's wrong with that? Okay. I just have int max life and crit chance here. And frozen orb and crit damage. Random masterwork. No, I don't really do viewer runs. Oh wait, let's see how much this drops now. Oh damn it, the pet picked it up. I should have suspected that. Alright, we do one more. One more, then I'm done for today. Oh, I don't have a compass. But I mean, did anybody try in what tier? I think tier 6. Maybe earlier even. I don't know. I don't even played anything below tier 6, but they already dropped in tier 6. Grats. See? I wouldn't salvage the Tyrael's Might. I would rather keep on farming. The quest, it's some random quest. It's like a white quest symbol. I don't even know how it's called. Something with I can't remember. It's a white quest on your journal. Something with dive into or so. Yeah, the melted heart you can salvage. There's absolutely no use for that thing. Like nobody's ever gonna play that. Well, it depends, really. I said it like 15 times already. Depends. Shako or Starless, guys. Both very good. But it really depends. Basically, do you want cooldown or resources? You have problems with resources. If not, I would do the Shako. So did anybody try Spark Lightning Spear as like a serious build? I feel like you should be able to pump out like 30 plus Lightning Spears. And the crit damage would be even better than with Frozen Orb. I mean, obviously the Lightning Spear cooldown reduction is not that good. So you would have to rely on unstable currents to cast your Lightning Spears. If you have mana issues, then get yourself Starless Skies. Why is it blinking if there's nothing? Oh dear. I think Spark Lightning Spear is something I want to try because I basically already have all the gear. I mean, you can't use Starless Skies, but I don't think that's so bad, actually. I don't think Fists of Fate is good in this build, but I didn't try it yet, so I will not try it. It's like Tyrael's Might armor. I mean, technically 1 to 300%, if you have a 300% roll, is 50% damage bonus. But I don't even know if that works. Like, somebody said it doesn't work. I never verified if it works. Also way too tedious to verify if it works, I feel like. I don't want to record like a gazillion data points for that. So I don't think in this build it's good, but you know, maybe it is. I cannot really say that. You would have to check other people playing that build and just to compare to mine, I guess. Yeah, it is basically just for lucky hit, right? If you have the perfect lucky hit chance, if you can basically use that. You know, your conjurations are gonna throw a lot of Frozen Orb, I guess, so... No, it has like 12 or 15%, so it has decent attack speed and crit stats, but not very high. It's really about the lucky hit. I don't know, I think tier 6 for the stones. Yeah, it's really the lucky hit. If you have a build which benefits from that. But I feel like this, I mean... Yeah, the Lightning Spears are gonna do like a decent amount of Frozen Orbs. But the Lightning Spear base lucky hit chance is relatively low. So I don't really know how many Frozen Orbs they really spawn. I don't think it's a huge amount actually. So I really just see it for the Andariel's build. I think there it could really shine. Because it also scales with the Andariel's damage. If it works. And basically Andariel's does crazy damage. And it directly scales off your lucky hit. So for that it might be very beneficial. I really hope that's gonna be the boss killing build this season. And I really want to make it. And Dariel's Hydra lucky hit. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna move on tomorrow with this build. That would be cool, right? I mean, I'm already doing it with lightning. Okay, I mean, I don't have to move. I just do it, so I'm faster with clearing, I guess. I mean, not sure if you have to move or not. But I mean, this, if I don't move with this should be the same. Like the lightning spears should do enough damage to pick everything up here. But it's kind of, I feel like it's kind of beneficial to, for example, these, you have to move. Because these are not gonna spawn without moving. So if you don't move, you definitely miss out on some loot. Same with the soul spires, you have to move. Otherwise they are not gonna get despawned. This is another good run. Another 800 plus. On there. Last second Hellborns. Probably even 900. Yep, 900, nice. You can see the latency by pressing Control R. Right, last boss. Then we're done. There's the flame guy. I hate this flame guy. $884. So much fun opening this. Oh. This takes almost as long as half the run. We have to wait. Like, the season's just 3 days old, so let's wait until the real overpowered shit gets discovered. We're just at the very beginning. You're welcome. Right. How much do we have? Casual 6.4k. Iron chunk. Salvage from weapons and jewelry. Alright. That's gonna be it. Thanks for watching. Take care.